Hi friends, I'm Abby and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing an unhaul. We are going to be getting rid of some things. Well, I'll be showing you what I have in my big box of unhaul books. So since moving house, I've had a box of unhaul books and I think some of these have been listed on Vinted. Some of them have not, there's a whole mixture in there. Some of these I might have unhauled in the past and they've still just been sat in this box. At this point, I think some of these I just need to take to charity. Like, they're not going to sell. So, or I need to try re-uploading. But I have a whole section of books to talk through, and I have just done another scour of the shelves to check if there's any more that I might want to get rid of. And there was a pile there that I've created. I do think there is some potentials within my TBR, which I've just put up here for some potential unhauling. But I want to give them at least a try, try a chapter first. So you might see that coming as I try a chapter of my TBR books to see if there are any there that might want to join this pile. A future project. Right, this box of chaos. So yes, I do have some puzzles here. Some of these actually, I don't think I can give to the charity. So my stepmom gave me this one. It's very pretty, like very pretty puzzle. I did it, but it was her mum's, and I guess her mum struggled with it, and it's got no edge. And I spent this whole puzzle, well, it's got some edge, it's got like 7 pieces of edge. I spent this whole puzzle being like, where is the edge? I'm so confused. What pieces do I have and what pieces do I not have? So it added a whole extra challenge. Very challenging, but I'm not going to do it again because it has no edge. This one, I got the image, I got this at 66 books, which actually had quite a few puzzles. And I think with all of their puzzles that I got there, they were images that I was like, yeah, that's nice, that's pretty. We'll happily do that for the price. But I don't need to hold on to it. It's not like I went out of my way to buy these images. So I enjoyed this. It was Spring on Park Avenue by Gallison. I don't think I've actually listed this one yet, but it was a good puzzle. This one is an old one from my childhood. Charlie Harper, The Rocky Mountain, which I think is quite pretty. I've done this one a few times because, as I said, had it years ago. On my last run through, it was missing a piece, which does like ruin the fun a little bit when you don't have all the pieces. This one I bought a couple of years ago. I've enjoyed it. It was fun. I had a good time, but I've done it now a few times. I mean, it's a 500 piece, so I'd happily do it again, but I don't feel like I need to. I have this Harry Potter one, 1500 pieces. It's a fun time to do, but I don't need to do it again. And that's it for the puzzles. So, puzzles are done. Right, books. Books. I have a French book by Maxime Chatham. I don't really know, that was quite dusty. I have Two Wrongs Make a Right by Chloe Leese. Read this, gave it like 3 stars, thought it was absolutely fine. It's a rom-com-y book. I think I read it like exactly a year ago in August. Flew through it, don't need to read it again. I have Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. This is the first book in a series. I think it's all complete now. I just read this first one, then years went by. I don't have plans to continue on. So I'm getting rid of this one. I think, yeah, some of these I might have got rid of or talked about getting rid of a while ago. This box is so dusty. I have Hunted by Megan Spooner, which was a Beauty and the Beast retelling that I read years ago. I really loved this at the time, but I don't need to reread. And I have another 2 that I enjoyed, Where Dreams Descend and When Night Breaks. I think I enjoyed Where Dreams Descend more. Oh my god, I'm getting dust everywhere. And this is like the Greatest Showman sort of vibes. Greatest Showman vibes in a book. I have Queens of Thieves and Chaos by K.A. Tucker, the 3rd book in this series. I got the first 2 in paperback. I got this one in hardback. The 4th book, I just got an ebook. I just don't feel like I need this. I think the first book was my favourite in the series. I have A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabo. I have this in French, so God, I feel like you can see the dust in the air. I have this in French. I don't need it in both English and French. Jeez. I have Sister Song by Lucy Holland. This one is, I believe, a signed edition, and she has the like cutest signature. Like so small and cute. I have The Brilliant Death by Amy Rose Capetta. I don't feel like I've heard anyone speak about this in years. I mean, I remember enjoying it when I read it when it came out, but no idea. And I have Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nyang and Mexican Gothic by Silva Marina Garcia. I feel like I have spoken about some of these before, and I expect there are some that I have put on Vinted and forgotten about completely, that I never actually showed you that I unhauled. Like I unhauled quite a few of the From Blood and Ash series, because I think I must have put those up too cheap because they sold instantly. I have Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova. This was a recent-ish one. And I have The X-Hex by Erin Sterling. I have The Women's War and Queen of the Unwanted by Jenna Glass. I never read the third book, but I had a good time with these two. And I've been waiting for this one to come out because I've had the second one on my lap this whole time. I have The Beautiful and the Damned by Renee Adier. I really enjoyed The Beautiful. I think I've read it a couple of times. I really enjoyed this, but I'm just never going to continue at this point. I'm never going to continue on with this series. So we're just going to have to leave this. But I did have a really good time with this. Seven Devils by Elizabeth May and Laura Lamb. I want sci-fi to work for me, it just doesn't. And Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. And one that I've had in this box, just saw it for a very long time, is Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. And it's been in this box, it's lived in this box for years. Literally years. Because I wasn't a massive fan of this. And to my shame, I read it many years ago, wasn't a massive fan, and have planned to unhaul it ever since. But everybody raves about Robin Hobb. Everyone does. And so I'm like, I can't just bring myself to unhaul this because everybody loves it, but I don't want it to be on my shelves, so then it just stays in the box. Maybe when I one day read Live Ship Traders, then I'll see what I want to do. I feel like that is what I'm waiting on and what I'm going to do about this book, because I haven't read Live Ship and I don't know if I'm going to like that. And if I like that, then maybe I want to get back to this. But will I actually? Probably not. I don't. Anyway, it stays in limbo. And we have this few that I've picked recently off of the shelves. Some recent reads that I didn't love so much, and I feel as though you've got to be strict. You've got to be strict. There's no point hanging on to books that are just 3 stars that you are like meh on. There's no point in giving them a pride of place spot on your shelf. There isn't, because the space needs to be saved for the 5 stars. So I plan to be getting rid of the Jazad Air by Sarah Hashem, because it was like 3 stars. This one is signed again, so there's a signed bookplate that has been stuck in, if that's of any interest to anyone. Also signed, I have the Fairy Loot edition of City of Dusk, which I've mostly enjoyed it, but I don't think I'm ever going to continue on. And so yeah, it's the Fairy Loot one. It's a beautiful edition. It's got lovely like this. It's got it all going for it. It's signed. It's yeah, but not needed. I'm also thinking of getting rid of Middle Game by Shannon Maguire, which I enjoyed at the time last year when I read it. I think I gave it like 4 stars. I enjoyed it. I had a good time with this, but I'm never going to reread it. I'm not going to continue on. I don't think I need this on my shelves. And finally, one that I've been thinking about for ages, and been umming and ahhing on, like umming and ahhing and going, oh, I don't know what to do with it, is the Empire of the Wolf, Justice of Kings trilogy. And the reasoning for this, why I feel conflicted, is because the first book I was a bit lukewarm on, like a 3.5 stars. The second book I absolutely loved. I really enjoyed it. The Trials of Empire I never finished, and I'm not going to finish. I put it down and I'm not going to go back to it, as I just couldn't get through it. Very mixed thoughts throughout this. And then like this is an art copy of like one in 100, is it? Like, there's not many of these. Limited edition. Yeah, it's number 16 of 100, so there's not many of these. So then I want to cling on to it because there's not many of them. There's only 100 and I've got number 16. And I've got a nice note saying Dear Abby and... But I didn't love it. I didn't. So I feel, oh, and it's got a bookmark. So I feel like I should just get rid of the series. And anyway, that's what I'm leaving this on. That's what I'm ending this on, is getting rid of that. So there we go. That is everything that I am unhauling here today. We'll see how long some of these live in this unhaul box, because it just seems to be in permanent use as an unhaul box. I will get back to you when I do my try chapter on my TBR to see if there are any further books in that little pile that I think I might get rid of at the same time. Let me know how you've been getting on with the turnover of your books, with your bringing them in and taking them out. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye!